Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and some more Lunar coverage for you. So we're working our way towards the latter end of the scenarios here, and today we have a fun one I called Dibs. So the background for this one is a new report indicates a large deposit of resources that is ripe for mining. As your team is finishing up the setup of your transmission pylon, you notice a foreign crew has erected their pylon as well. According to the tenuous lunar laws, the first team to send out their signal successfully has the rights to all resources in the area. So, 2x2, again, meant for 2 or more players in this one. Again, really, any of the scenarios could be modified for multiplayers, but you place 2 mining nodes as shown on the map. Fill in the rest of the board with any lunar surface that you like, and then you roll for initiative. The winner chooses an empty corner and deploys their team wholly within 6 of the corner, and same thing for the opponent in the opposite corner. You set up a transmitter 5 inches away from each player's deployment corner, as shown by the red hexagon on the map, which, unfortunately, with this, so here they're specifying the corner itself, not the actual deployment zone. So just to be clear on that. So basically 5 inches from the corner, you have that transmission element. No other environmental hazards. There's already enough going on here. But again, really, if you wanted to, for like custom events, scenarios, tournaments, etc., you could obviously write your own scenarios, but really you could tweak any of the existing ones too and add any of the hazards as well, just to add another layer of nastiness. Win conditions. The mission ends if a crew successfully transmits their claim on the new mining location, as stated below. The mission may end early if only one crew remains because the other crew has been killed or has fled. The transmission of your claim takes 5 turns of fully operational signal sending. If your transmitter is active during the end phase of a turn, it is considered to have successfully transmitted that turn. And again, 7-turn game here. So, special rules. Transmission pylons have the following values and traits. They have a +8 to their resilience, so these could be taken down, so you could go mess with the opponent's one. And a +6 mass, 8 integrity, so basically it can take 8 damage. It's immovable and passable, of course. Transmission pylons make challenge rolls for piercing and mass damage resolutions. Each transmission pylon can be stopped in 2 ways, so you can interact with it and or sabotage it. So a unit in contact with the opposing player's pylon may perform the interact action at a -2 in an attempt to hijack the signal. Upon a successful hacking, the enemy's signal is jammed for that whole turn. And again, with this, because you have to have, I think 5 turns of being successful, anything you can do, and in general, anything you can do in Lunar to mess up the opponent's turns, cause them to have to take extra actions for things, is actually crucial. You don't always just have to outright kill everything in this game, which is cool. So a friendly unit may attempt to restart the signal with an interact action or restart transmission. And then destruction. Any attacks can be made against the pylon, and hazard dice are rolled for damage. When a pylon takes 8 damage, it's destroyed, and 4 resource tokens are placed equally around its base. So post-game, the first team to successfully transmit for 5 rounds gains +3 resource tokens at the end of the game, in addition to any gain during the game. Losing team gets 1 credit in addition to any gain during the game. If both teams, that's an interesting one here, so it doesn't mean one person has to only win and the other has to lose. So especially if this is like a multiplayer game, there's, let's say, like 4 pylons, right? If we modify the scenario, multiple people could technically win, or no one. So if they both finish, they each gain 2 at the end of the game in addition to other stuff. And then if neither, then they get 0. At the end of the game, in addition to any gained previously. Now, the mining nodes here, so you got A and B. A off in the corner there, so 5 up with 1 resource token yield and 4 in the node. B is clearly the better one as far as just getting more resources out of there, but it is a 6 up, 2 resource tokens per success, and 6 per node. So really, you got 3 successes there, and then that would be depleted. So a fun one that has a lot of different things going on here. It doesn't necessarily, again, involve killing, but presents a new way of focusing on getting the victory, because you have to successfully accomplish some transmissions here, but you can also mess with the opponent. So here we're kind of incorporating actual terrain elements as far as victory conditions go. So let us know your thoughts on I Call Dibs. If you've played it, what kind of loadout you've taken, and what faction you used, and how that worked for you guys. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll have more Lunar for you guys soon.